Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you once again for joining me on the Little Craft Show. Hello, my name is Eileen, and here is Icad number 12, or Index Cards Daily number 12. And this one I am calling Framed Heart. Basically, it's kind of a collage style. Right now, as you can see, I'm cutting out the heart, and this is just some random smushings or some moppings of paint that I used. And I'm just trying to figure out exactly what I want to use. I kind of got a little bit of stuff out, and I'm just figuring out exactly what I want to use. And at this point, I decided on using some distress paint, excuse me, and I believe this is vintage photo, but if it's not, I'll put a caption. And I'm just trying to get all the nooks and crannies, and then at this point I'm going to heat set it so that it can hurry up and dry so I can move on to the next piece, which is stenciling a flower from last month's kit. And I'll put a picture of the complete stencil. This is such a beautiful stencil. Last month was basically a theme sewing theme, and it was extremely beautiful. And so yeah, trying to show you that. And I wasn't happy in the beginning with the way it looked, but I'm moving on, and I haven't figured out exactly what direction I want to go in. But I do know that I was looking around my craft room, and I'm still having a lot of scraps of this, that, and the third. So I decided to use the bingo card anyways, and to kind of make a collage of the heart. And I'm trying to stick with the browns and the creams for my collage pieces here. And I'm just gluing them down, and this piece didn't want to cooperate, so I had to add a little bit more glue and use my fingers to kind of spread it out. And then I will cut it out. Distress the edges with the scissors once again. And at one point you'll see that I'm out of frame. It's because I was having some trouble with the inner portion where the two lumps meet. I couldn't figure out, so I'm trying to see it better. And then as you can see, I got it. So now I'm back in frame and working my way until I finish, and just gluing down some bits and pieces that didn't seem to glue right. I don't know why all that happens all the time to me. If that made any sense to you guys, sorry about that. Kind of rambling. So now I'm trying to get off some glitter, which it looks like a fairy kind of had a party in my my craft room. Alright, so now I believe this is some vintage photo or walnut stain. I'll put a caption to definitely give you the correct name of the distress ink that I'm using. Right there, I'm just using a cosmetic sponge. I use a cosmetic sponge throughout this whole process. Now I was looking for my archival ink, and I'm going to be stamping the script from Tim Holtz. That's the ticket. That's the word I'm looking for. This is a Tim Holtz stamp, and I'm not using a block because I don't want a complete full stamp. I kind of want it blotchy because I like that look, and I think that it would go well with the theme. And at this point I decided to use acrylic paint to fill in the flower, and then later on I'll use some scrapbook paper. I'll trace out the petals, and what I'll do is I'll use some glue and some ink same ink, and I won't put them down. You'll see in the picture, and later on you'll see that I use a Polaroid. I ink that up, and then later on, which my camera died, you'll see that I use the same stencil. I just added the vines around the frame and on top of the, I guess. And as you can see, I also decided I wanted to change directions. I made it the long way instead of just the short way. So thank you so much for watching. I know that it kind of cuts off really quickly because my camera died. And once again, I'll be off frame for a little bit because I'm checking to see whether or not if I use the right side of the Polaroid. It kind of has some detailing on it. It's a little bit, you can't see it very well, but I noticed it right away. So, and I go, oops, wait a minute. So I wipe it off and work on the other side really quickly. So now I'm just gluing it down, and then I'll go around with a pet pen and I'll put the name in a caption. It was in the red collections, and then I'll use a little ruler to kind of get the edge on the side and glue the heart down in the center, and then add the stenciling, and I'll add pictures of the finished Icad and the stencil at the end of the video. Thank you for watching, and I hope that you stop by on my blog. It's EileenTheLittleCrafter.com for more information and about the iCads and all that good stuff. Bye for now.